Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to show you how I wire an outlet um, in a box, in a metal box. Here's my metal box. Here's my outlet. Here's my face cover for it. Here's my wire clamp or connection for the box. You will need some electrical tape, pair of wire strippers and cutters, and a screwdriver, a Phillips, and a flathead in most cases. I already cut off the head of the extension cord that I'm going to use to wire an outlet. It has 3 wires. Your middle one is your ground. The smooth side here is your black, and then your ones that have lines, I don't know if you can see them in the video, that's your neutral. Okay, so you got your ground, your black, and your neutral. So basically you take your outlet, your green is going to go with green, the smooth side is going to go to your the screw with that's brass, that's going to be the black, and then the other side, the silver screw, is going to be your neutral. Okay. But first what you're going to do is you're going to put on the wires through this clamp thing. You're going to slide it all the way back, just out of the way. Then you're going to take your metal box. You're going to punch out one of the holes. You can either do it here, or they give you a bunch of options. I did mine in the back side or front side, whatever. Run your wires through there. And then you're going to take the nut or the screw to tie down the wires to the clamp. Put it on there, slide that down. Alright. It's going to look like something like this. This is going to go inside there afterwards. This is going to get tied down to that. I don't know if you can see it, the little ring. It's going to go on those threads right there to tie it down. And then your outlet's going to go here. So we're going to start with, I always start with neutral first. So you can just make a little hook out of it. Let me do it this way, I think. There we go. Alright. It's kind of hard to do it with one hand. So you tighten down your ground. Okay. And then you take your smooth one. That's going to be your black. And it's going to go on the brass side. There you go. And you tighten that one down. Sorry, I'm trying to get it there. Okay. Okay. And then you take your other side. Same thing, wrap it around. Like so. And take your screwdriver and tighten that screw. so. Okay. Like that. So you got your ground, you got your neutral, and then you got your hot. So then what I do, you take your electrical tape and you wrap your connections. Some people don't. Some people do. I do because I feel that's the right thing to do. And it makes it safer. That way nothing will touch the box, and I know nothing will touch the box, but it's just a safe practice to do. I do that. Just like that. Screw back. Alright. And here goes the way it looks. It's nice and taped up. You can cover the ground a little more. Even though it's a ground, but still. Alright. Then what you do is you slide in your outlet. Now you take your, you take the clamp, position it the way you want it. Slide this through. This is kind of tricky. You gotta get it kind of perfect on this thing. Can't see with that thing in the way. But you take that little nut and you put it on the threads of the clamp. That way it'll hold it in place. All this stuff you can pick up from Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever, any hardware store. I just had some of this stuff laying around. Get in there. Alright, there we go. I think. Once you get it on there, get it close to the wall of the box as possible. The screw thing, or the nut, the locking nut, I guess you can call it. So it's kind of like that. I don't know if you can see it in there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your screwdriver, just a regular flathead, and you're gonna tighten it down. It gives you little ridges to push on. There you go. So it's nice and snug in there. I don't know if you can see it. This little metal ring here, or it's a locking nut, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Then you pull in your outlet. Line up your screws. You can either use a Phillips or a flathead, whatever. And you screw it down. Do the other end too. Kind of do them, equally. That way you can center it in the box. And once one side is pretty centered, you can tighten it down. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay. Then you can take your plate, put it on top, and you screw down that screw. There you go. Now these screws right here are gonna squeeze the wire down to keep it from moving around. So you kind of want to line it up. There's a groove. You can probably see it right there. Right there, that little like U shape. You want to put the wire down in there, and then clamp it up with those two screws. There you go. Now you have a extension cord with 2 outlets. Now, you could use this for basically, power tools or whatnot and stuff. It'll be okay. Or if you need just another outlet on an extension cord or something. But other than that, this is the way how I do it. I'm not an electrician, but if you have an idea how to wire an outlet, you can do this. And there's other videos out there too, I'm sure, and show you how to wire outlets and how to do the same thing I just did. But that's how I do it, and those are the parts that I use. That's basically it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Until my next video. See ya.